Thank you, Ben, Sarah, Mauricio, Katie, and Mark. The best part of my job as a high school principal is the time that I spend in the classrooms, observing instruction and interacting with the students. When the complexities and challenges facing our community, our nation, and our world seem too daunting, too divided, too filled with despair, stepping into a classroom where students are actively discussing those complexities, working through those challenges, and actually listening to each other is reassuring. Ironic. Love beach balls. Next line, keep in mind, these are teenagers. Many of them are under the age of 18, and yet they still have those skills, the mindset, and the compassion to take on the challenges the world has laid out for them. Sharing his perspective on taking challenges and the importance of compassionate communication is graduating senior Evan Bergen Epstein.
Well, I hate to follow that performance. Great job, Ben, Sarah, Mo, Katie, Mark. Well done, guys. Family, friends, faculty, community members, and class of 2019, good afternoon. I believe that Mark Twain said it best. Good decisions come from experience, and experience comes from bad decisions. Growing up is often marked by bad decisions, like taking AP Physics. However, we are not defined by the decisions we make, but rather by the way we respond to them. Challenges to our growth, to our development, and to our well-being are inherent throughout our life, whether of our own doing or otherwise. And high school provides an introduction to many of these challenges. The fact that we are here today is proof that these challenges will never consume us, despite the efforts of American Studies teachers. Graduates, today we begin our journey into our next chapters, entering the workforce, exploring all the world has to offer, protecting our nation's freedom, and continuing our own education. These journeys will bring their own challenges. Living independently, managing our own time, building a budget, and figuring out how to file taxes. But never fear, we know how to graph a rational function and analyze transcendentalist poetry. The challenges on the horizon are tough. Just ask any of the adults celebrating here with us today. But take comfort in knowing that you'll never be adulting alone. This ceremony today is not just a celebration of our accomplishments, but also a gathering of the support network for each and every one of us donning navy blue and gold. The entire stadium here today is filled with people we have to fall back on, who form the Bainbridge Island community that will welcome you home with open arms. And in the very worst case scenario, you can always move in with Mr. Dunn's family. Every step along the paths of our lives will not always be smooth. And here I will share wisdom imparted on me by the fabled, illustrious, and always rambunctious Mr. Dave Layton. At some point in our lives, we will reach what he calls a crucible moment, where the trials of our lives will produce a fire that will seemingly compromise the very fabric of our being. We all must remember in these moments that passing through the fire leaves us stronger and more durable than before. Take these challenges in stride and find beauty in the struggle. We will be all the better for it. It's been said that education is meant to teach you not what to think, but how to think. Now more than ever, we need a generation of new thinkers, and perhaps even more importantly, new communicators, to navigate the short-term and long-term future of our community, this country, and ultimately the world. But taking a stand for what you believe in is important, as is holding true to your morals. But cooperation, open-mindedness, and creativity in finding solutions to highly divisive issues is also extremely valuable to the progress of our society. The best way to practice these virtues is simple. Listen to one another. When we can take into account the context of others' words and actions, true understanding prevails. Public schools are designed to produce young adults competent in the skills needed to exist independently in today's world. And I'll leave you all today with this quote from a renowned philosopher and scholar. "I know how to wash clothes, I think." Graduates, with any luck, you have come out of the public education system with a grasp on life at least equivalent to big shots. Thank you.